कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य तोन्मयादितरतश्चार्तेष्वभिज्ञास्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मप्रोजितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्य श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वर सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतरसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिक भुवि भावुकाः आराध्य भगवान् व्रजेशतनय तद्धाम वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधूवर्गेण कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमपुमार्थो महान् श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभोर्मतमिदं तत्रादरो न परः यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ द्वन्द्वे प्रणाम समये स गणाधिराजा विघ्नान् विहन्तुमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरं दीनतारिणम्। हरे कृष्णा। Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So we have 13 devotees. We can start. Oh, fantastic. So, shall I start? Thank you. Thank you very much. So, we were discussing, and today also we will continue and complete the discussion on 30 qualities for civilized human beings. To call somebody as a civilized human being, Bhagavata lays down a very wonderful list of 30 qualities. If somebody can acquire these 30 qualities, they can please Krishna. So, dharma moolam hi bhagavan, sarva vedamayo harihi, smritam chatadvidam rajan, yen chatma prasidati. So, what is the pramana for dharma? What is the evidence that dharma is existing, and who decides this dharma? What is this evidence? How is it decided, or how is it working? Dharma moolam hi bhagavan. Krishna is the root and is the evidence of this dharma. How is to be understood? Sarva Vedamayo Harihi, and he spread throughout the Shastra. Means throughout the Shastra, he is the one who is described, and he is the creator of all these different ways of living. Ultimately, for the reformation of every individual soul. That's what Krishna wants. Smritam Chatadvidam Rajan. This mission of the Supreme Lord has been understood and that has been delineated in the Smriti Shastras by Tadvidam, one who knows the Supreme Lord, one who has realized, and by their behavior they have shown the path. Yena Chatma Prasidati, one who follows this, and also one who understands this mission of the Lord and abides by it, understands it, and follows for their own benefit, will become very pleased in the heart. That is also an evidence. Satyam daya tapah shaucham titiksheksha shamodamaha ahimsa brahmacharyam cha tyaga swadhyaya arjavam santosha samadrik seva gramye hyo paramah shani nृणाम विपर्यहे इक्षा मौनम आत्मविमर्शनम अन्नाद्यादेह संविभागो भूतेभ्यश्च यथार्हतः तेषु आत्मदेवता बुद्धि सुतराम नुषु पांडवा. These are the 21 qualities that automatically one should acquire. One should these qualities will make place in the in a person's um, in a person's body or in a person's behavior or disposition if they do, very importantly, cultivate the nine qualities. What are they? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Chastya Smaranam, Mahatam Gatehe, Sevejyavantiradasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Samarpanam. So if these nine qualities are acquired, first of all other 21 qualities will automatically come. Hmm? So therefore, one should always focus in the society that these nine qualities somehow should be developed, and all others should also be somehow or the other given opportunity to develop these nine qualities. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Nanavavida, Bhakti, the nine qualities. Automatically, one by one, all other 21 qualities will come. The test of seeing whether these nine qualities are being performed properly, the test is that these 21 qualities are automatically manifesting. The test that these qualities are properly manifesting is that we are following the Navavida Bhakti. So both go hand in hand. In other words, to decide the existence of a Bhagavad Dharma, that means these 30 qualities should exist there. Just like if we see Tulsi Maharani is growing very nicely, means Bhakti is going on very nicely. Similarly, when Bhakti is going on very nicely, Tulsi Maharani also grows very nicely. So like that we see the symptoms. Nranam ayam paro dharmaha sarvesham samudahritah trimshat lakshanavan rajan sarvatma yena tushyati. Every human being has a task to acquire these 30 qualities. By this, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will be pleased. It's very easy. We don't have to spend a penny of any money, don't have to do anything. Just acquire these nine qualities and check whether the other 21 qualities are coming and further improve the nine qualities. Also, we should know what are these 21 qualities that we should acquire. What is the definition of it? What is the meaning of it? Right? That is a important point. Now, as we discussed, we all have the task of building a temple in the heart and inviting the Supreme Lord in the heart. So, to build the temple, first of all, it should be based on the Navavida Bhakti or the nine qualities, which is to invite the Supreme Lord. To invite the Supreme Lord. And then that should be based on a right foundation, which is a motivation. And the four pillars which hold the whole temple structure is Satyam Daya Tapah Shaucham. On above these four things, all the structure will come. And we will discuss what is this throne. Okay, we have built the structure, we have invited the Lord, but Lord is coming now. Where will we seat him? Right? So we have discussed Navavida Bhakti, Satyam Daya Tapah Shaucham, Satyam Bhuta Droha Varjitam, Daya Parapida Nivrittihi, Tapaha Ekadashi Upavasadi, Shaucham Snanadijam, Suchitvam, Bahyabhyantaracha, Shaucham, Titiksha, Swaprarabdha Nurodha Upalabdha Rogadi, Dukha Sahana, Shitoshnadi Dvandva Sahishnata. This is the Tiksha. Means tolerating problems that we have done. I mean, those things which are acquired due to prarabdha karma in our previous life, whatever. So we should be able to tolerate it and further continue our devotional service. Tattenu kampa sushamikshmano bhunjanu eva kritam vipakam bhunjana. Okay, we will, no problem. Let more problems come, no problem. They are in fact our friends, because they will bring us more towards, closer towards Krishna. So in fact, they are our very good friends. Bhunjana eva kritam vipakam. Mm, Vidadhan Namaste. Although, even though I continue to bow down to the Supreme Lord, this is the important. Hridvagvapibir Vidadhan Namaste. Hrid, by heart, by words, by actions. I continue to perform my devotional service, although these problems will keep coming, no problem. Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak, then only I'll be eligible for attention of the Lord. Iksha, one should know what should be done and what should not be done. Only asuras do not know what should not be done and what should be done. Na chopi, na chacharo. What should be done and what should not be done. This knowledge, lack of knowledge is asura. Asuri daiva, asuri sampada. But daiva sampada is they should know what should be done, what should not be done, what is right, what is not right, how one should behave, how one should not behave, how one should act, how one should not act, how one should talk, how one should not talk. Is it not? The basic things one should know. Uh, then it is called as yukta yukta vivekaha, is favorable and unfavorable for Krishna consciousness. One should know. Shamaha, antarindriya jayaha. Antarindriya means, first of all, control of the mind is very important. Shamo manishtata buddhehe means to completely engage the mind in Krishna consciousness. Engage the mind at the lotus feet of Krishna. This is called as Shantarasa. Then Damaha, Shamaha, Damaha. Damaha means Bahendriya Jayaha. Bahendriya Samyama. So to control the external senses which are continuously having demands. Eyes want to see good things, tongue want to taste very good things, ear wants to hear very good things. So this, so on and so forth, continuously they are biting as a snake bites with their fangs, and it's very dangerous. So the fang has to be removed. The fang has to be completely um, cut off. Prokrashtha prokhat dhamshtrayate. So prokhat means remove it from the root. The root of the fang. The fang has to be removed from the root. Prokhat dhamshtrayate. Then they will not bite. So how do we remove the from the root? Bahindra jayaha means to control the senses, means to engage them properly. To engage them properly. So that is also very important to control the senses. One should be achieving that control, quality of controlling the senses. Just like a, what is that? Tortoise. Ahimsa. This a tortoise example is given in where? Bhagavad Gita. Right? You all remember. Ahimsa. Ahimsa sarvatha parapida. Not causing any affliction or agitation in other living entities, even in mind. Karanatrayenapi, mind, words, and action. One should not commit offenses. One should not commit violence against others, other living entities. For our own subsistence, we should not be causing unnecessary violence to any living entity, as less as possible, as less, almost nil. So therefore, one should be very careful that subsistence will not create unnecessary trouble for others, and that will create, not only hamper their progress in spiritual life, but also create karma for us. Unnecessary, not required. So, ahimsa, one should be able to uh, acquire that quality. Brahmacharya, one should have strict separation between men and women, no free mixing, no loose behavior. What is it called? Very unchaste behavior. No, one should be very chaste. That is brahmacharya. Tyagaha, tyaga lobharahityam. Always we want to accumulate. The feeling that I want to accumulate more and more, and if I share something will go off, this feeling should be given up. It's called as detachment or lobharahitya. That is possible by dana, charity, and by giving up this mentality of accumulation. Is it not? Everything Krishna has given for us, we should not worry about accumulating, one accumulating. It will only create a big hindrance for our progress in spiritual life. Swadhyaya, one should chant 16 rounds without fail. Without fail, one should chant 16 rounds. What will happen? What will happen is mantra siddhi. The Mahamantra is a very, very powerful mantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not an ordinary mantra. It's a very, very powerful mantra. One who chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, directly this is coming from Golok Vrindavan. One who chants this Hare Krishna. Hare means what? Sambodhana. Oh Hare, oh Radharani. This is the meaning. They're calling, oh Krishna, oh Radharani. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, and Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Again we are calling, oh Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. And then Hare Rama, oh Rama, Lord Ram, Lord Rama, that is Lord Ramachandra or Balarama. We are calling, oh Krishna, oh Lord Rama, oh Balarama, like this, oh Radharani. Kindly engage me in your service. And we are just calling. So this mantra siddhi is very important. In this lifetime, we should perfect chanting Hare Krishna mantra. How is it possible? Yathochita japaha. Chanting fixed number of rounds. 16 rounds, not a big issue. 2 hours we have to give. What is the no other way? Hare Nam Eva Kevalam. There is no other way for our deliverance. This is the only way. Nama Rupa Eva. Hmm? Sadhyate. So only by chanting, there is no other way. Shravanam, Kirtanam, very, very important. Kirtanam and Nama Anukirtanam. So first of all, Swadhya, Yathochita Japa is very important. So in this lifetime, we should chant perfect chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. In a perfect mood, we should chant. So if to perfect chanting of one mantra means what? There should be proper mentality, mood. The way we chant should not be very casual. Mantra siddhi will not be possible by casual. Mantra siddhi is possible by attentive and careful without nama pradha. Nama pradhas are 10 nama pradhas. Guru Ravadnya, starting with Vaishnava, Aparadha. All these 10 aparadhas are very important. We should be very careful, not drag the Mahamantra for our own benefits, nor for any other cheap activity, or consider it as not so useful, or continue to develop attachments. So one should be very clear that our task is very short, our time is very short, task is very important, and time should be utilized very, very carefully. So we should develop, have this mantra siddhi within this lifetime. That is Swadhyaya, and studying scriptures is Swadhyaya. Arjavam, Manasa Kautilya Varjanam. Kautilya Varjanam means what? Externally trying shows something else, internally have some other motivation. This duplicity is called as, yesterday we discussed on the WhatsApp, the Duryodhana's behavior. Srila Jiva Goswami especially speaks on this issue, on Duryodhana's behavior, as internally having disregard for spiritual master, for the Shastras, for compiled Shastras also, Adhunika. Oh, this is what is this compilation? No, Even the Adhunika Shastra means what? Compilations from the authentic Shastras, authentic compilation from the authentic Shastras by bona fide people. One should not disregard the Adhunikanam cha Shastranam. One should not disregard the Shastras. One should not disregard the spiritual master, disregarding the devotees, disregarding the uh, what is that? Other related things in devotional service. One should not disregard them. So if we disregard them inside the heart and externally show as if we are very devoted, that is called as kautilya, means a cheating mentality. So therefore, one should give up a cheating mentality, any duplicity. One should be straightforward. Manovakkayanam kayanam aikya. What is there in the heart? What is should be in the tongue, and what is there in the tongue and the heart should be in the action. In other words, one should be very simple, should not create complexity in oneself. Santoshaha, one should be very satisfied with whatever Krishna has given. Daiva labdhena alam buddhihi. Enough. Alam means enough. Okay, Krishna, you have given this much enough. I don't want Krishna, nothing more. No. You have already given everything. You have given me this body. That's the greatest mercy you have given. Okay. Nobody will go hungry in this material world. Krishna has arranged food for everybody. Hmm. If not, let us go and do some honest living work. No problem. For our livelihood, some honest living we can do. What is that best honest living? Simple living, high thinking. We should not do ugra karma like an ass, working day and night and thinking only if I work like this, my 4 chapatis will come to my plate. No, if I don't need to work like an ass to get 4 chapatis. Simple living, if I can adopt, that is the best course because time is very short. Is it not? Very short. So therefore, okay, Krishna, whatever you are, no more questioning Krishna, asking Krishna, please give me more and more. No, enough. Alam buddhihi, enough, satisfied. Nyayagate annadi alam buddhihi. So nyayagata, one should be having honest living, no cheating, killing, looting, plundering, stealing, etc. Samadrik seva, one should always cultivate service attitude. What is that service attitude? For whom? Samadrik seva. One should be able to always ready to serve the Vaishnavas. Always ready to serve the Vaishnavas. The Mahatam. Mahatam means one who has developed attachment to Krishna. One should be able to ready to serve always, render service favorably. That is called a Sevan Mukha. Sevan Mukha means always our face is ready to, always the face is turned towards Krishna, and waiting for signals to serve. Is it not? As soon as the spiritual master or the Krishna or gives an indication, just my movement of the eyebrows, enough. We are ready to serve. We understand, okay, this is what the devotees or spiritual master or the Krishna wants, right? We are ready. This is called a Samadrik Seva. Means just like a bull. A bull is ready. Just touch the bull, it will get up. Ready. Okay, master, you want us to plow? You want us to do this? No problem, whatever you want. So this is called as service attitude. Samadrik Seva. Gramya iha uparamashanaihi means what? Taking leave of unnecessary engagements. We are all full of so many unnecessary engagements. We should decipher it. What is this? Is this required or not? Huh? So one should pravritti karmebhyaha, one which can increase our entanglement in this material world, give it up. How? Tasya ekadeva jhatiti sampadana ashakyam. Immediately it cannot be given up. What should be done? Why it cannot be given up? Mind is not so easy. You have to keep rubbing to the mind, then slowly it will change. So therefore, immediately one gives up, immediately mind will create such a problem. It will say, I cannot manage, forget it, I cannot manage. Then finally, what will happen? We will again come back. Punarmushiko bhavaha. Again will become a mouse. So therefore, one should be gradually giving up the engagements which are unnecessary. One should be able to decipher what is that unnecessary engagement. In other words, which can create entanglement. uh, um, that is called as gramya paramashanaihi. Next is nunam viparyahe iksha. One should be able to see nishphala kriya. What is not required, unnecessary activities of not only our own gramya paramashanaihi. One should stop and but we should also observe others, other living entities, other human beings. What are the unnecessary engagements they are engaged in? And we should correct ourselves also, and we should not get into that problem. Is it not? This is called a Nishphala Kriya Dan Samiksha, seeing the Nishphala Kriya, unnecessary activities of others. Paryalochanam. Oh, I should not get into that. This feeling, this understanding is called as Nanam Viparyahe Iksha, just like a Yatharvakaha. Mm, just like a child which does not go to the hand of the strangers, it is automatically becomes careful. Similarly, one should become alarmed and careful not to get into activities which can entangle us by observing others. Mm, okay. So today we will discuss last few qualities. Maunam, Atma-vimarsanam, Annadyadeh, samvibhago bhutebhyascha yatarhatah, Atma-devata buddhi. These things we will discuss. Right? Okay. What is Maunam? Maunam nishphala bhashana tyagaha. Nishphala cheshta nirupanam Maunam. Nishphala bhashana tyaga means what? Hmm? Not talking unnecessarily. Nishphala. It will not give any result. Right? Like, what is it? Can all be muted? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So, what is Nishphala Bhashana? Nishphala means it will not give any result. Just like a seed, when it is sown, if the seed is not treated properly, or if there is no germinating power in the seed, what will happen? No plant will come out. Nishphala. It will not give any fruit. Hmm. So, similarly, if an impotent person tries to impregnate, there is no question of a child being born because it is waste of time. What is that? Nishphala. It will not give out any result. So, phalena parichiyate. One should see what is the sambandha, abhideya, and prayojana in talking also. Means if I do any activity in talking, in acting, in thinking, one should see sambandha, abhideya, prayojana. Is this connected to Krishna? This is first question. Sambandha. Abhideya. For example, I want to cook. Uh, what is this cooking? For Krishna. Okay. Sambandha. Abhideya. How do I cook? Uh, well, in a very good mood that Krishna will eat this now. Therefore, let me be very nicely preparing this food stuff for Krishna. That is full meditation. Therefore, that is Abhideya. Prayojana. Now, after preparing this, I will go and offer to the Lord. I'll place before Krishna and pray, Krishna, please accept this. And Krishna will accept it. This is Prayojana, is it not? So, similarly, Maunam means to analyze what is Nishphala, unnecessary thing in talking. Such talking should be completely given up. Nishphala cheshta, not only talking, activity also. Whatever we act, that also should be made sure that it is connected to sambandha, videya, and prajana. So we should see the connection to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there is no use of such engagement. It is told, hmm, Kakasya kati dantascha, kati romani gardave. Simply talking, asking somebody, oh, my dear friend, how many teeth are there in the teeth are there in kaka, that is a crow, and how many this Roma. The hairs are there in the body of the Gardhabha. Is this a useful talk? Nishprayojana Goshtha. This is called Nishprayojana Goshtha. Prajalpa. Unnecessary, what you call Goshti. Goshti means what? Goshti means talking. You gather some few people, what will happen immediately? They will start talking. What they will talk? Ultimately, they will talk. Ahara nidra bhayamaithuna. Oh, what did you have for today? What will you have tomorrow? What did you have yesterday? What did you? How did you sleep? What did you? When did you sleep? Ahara nidra bhaya. Oh, this problem came. That problem came. This happened. That happened. I did this. I am so intelligent. And then finally, nidra bhayamaithuna. Oh, my son did that. My daughter did this. I am having now. I got married. When will I get married? When will you get married? And how is that film so went fantastic? So this way, ultimately, whole discussion revolves around ahara nidra bhayamaithuna. Just like talking or croaking of a frog attracts a serpent. Similarly, our nishphala, unnecessary talk attracts death only. It will attract death only. So nishprayojana goshti is to be rejected. Hmm. What should be done in Ishtagoshti? Ishtagoshti means what? Ishtagoshti means Ishtha. Ishtha means what? Priya. What is Priya for us? Krishna. So Ishta means that Supreme Lord whose discussion is happening, or what those discussions which aim towards the Supreme Lord, they are called as Ishtagoshti. So the speaker should be of very right person. The listener should be of right person, or the discussion should be of a right discussion. Then there can be various things that can come out. Rasa will come out. Otherwise, that discussion is nishphala. Rasa will not generate. It will only generate this taste in the heart. It's like amla pitta, means after taking too much of food, overeating, you get a burp of burning sensation. It is amla pitta. So talking is like that. Too much of talking, you feel distaste in the heart. You will not feel satisfied. That talking which can bring satisfaction, rasa in the heart, that is only possible when it is connected with Krishna. Hmm. So nishprayojana gošthavyam kakasya katidantasya kati romani gardabhe. How many teeth are there in the on this crow? How many are this hairs are there in the donkey? Like this discussing is waste of time. Ityadi nishphalavada kartra samaje. So no use of such talking. शुष्कवादो विवर्तवादी लक्षणः तत्र विवादे सति कश्चित् पक्षं विष्णु भक्ति कारक इतरम न आश्रयेत. So शुष्कवादः. So many vada will happen, arguments. People are ready for arguing. What is this? What is that? So arguing is different. Inquiry is different. Inquisitiveness is different. Inquisitiveness means what? I want to understand. Can you kindly explain me? Uh, Kindly, can you describe this to me? I want to learn from you. I'm a fool number one. I don't know. Kindly explain to me. This is called as inquiry. uh, but Shushkavada, they don't want to understand, but they just want to dryly discuss. Dry. This is called a dry discussion. Shushkavada Vivartavadi Lakshanaha Tatra Vivade. Simply it will lead to fighting, unnecessary argument and fighting. In Kannada, there is a saying, Matu Ballavanige Jagadavilla, Uta Ballavanige Rogavilla. Uta Ballavanige Rogavilla means what? One who knows how to eat will never have diseases. One who knows how to talk will never have arguments or fights. All arguments begin with one thing. How come you said that to me? How dare you said that to me? Please take it back. Please forgive us. Sorry. How dare you told that means you have something in my mind, in your mind. So, all our problem starts with talking. One should simply keep quiet. Why? No use. Nishphala bhashana. Nishphala bhashana. Therefore, one should not unnecessarily engage their talking ability in unnecessary talking. Hmm. What should be done then? Anyway, this tongue is there. The quality of the tongue is to simply vibrate, talk. What should be done? Mantrartha chintanam. Mantrartha chintanam. Chanting the mantra plus mantrartha chintanam. What is the meaning of this mantra? Hmm? Discussing this, talking about this, thinking about this, and keeping quiet. Other than chanting, other than connection with Krishna, no question of talking. Waste of time. Maunam vrutha vakya nivrittihi. Any other talking should be completely, gradually understood that this is no use, or as less as talking. So in our day to day, the say Vaishya is there, is doing a business. Somebody will ask, what is the money? This money, how much is this money? Oh, this is this much money. So this discussion will go on. How much money is this? How much value is that? This. So many discussions will happen. But one should know internally that these external things are just like a drama. Even though we serve as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra for pleasure of Krishna, right? We have organized our life for our livelihood. Uh, for everybody has a belly, everybody feels hungry, is it not? So that is called as honest living. For service of Krishna, we are engaged in some way or the other. But ultimately, our purpose in the heart is how I can think of Krishna all the time. Hmm? That is called as uh, Maunam. Hmm? Remaining silent and grave. So, what is a grave? Krishna says, Maunanam, Guhyanam, Guhyanam api. What is that? Uh, Guhya. Amongst secret, I am silence. Is it not? If you want to keep something secretly, just maintain the gravity. So that is not possible artificially. Gravity is possible if just like a fruit tree. When the fruits are full, the tree will bend. Is it not? So similarly, when the clouds are heavy, it goes low. It cannot go very up. So similarly, one who is having gravity in the thought, they're also automatically humble. At the same time, they have gravity in thought. Their thoughts cannot be understood very easily. Why? Not artificially that I am grave. The gravity is because the deepness of Krishna consciousness. Krishna is very deep, just like deep sky, blue sky. Is it not very deep? So similarly, one who has gone deep in Krishna consciousness means one who has developed love for Krishna. mm, for them, gravity is automatic. Is it not? No unnecessary, frivolous, unchaste talking. Chastity of the tongue is very important. If we maintain the chastity, just like a chaste lady becomes very powerful by her uh, that is called a siddhi. Just by being chaste, a lady can become very powerful. Uh, there are many stories and pastimes in the shastras. So chastity means faithful to the husband. So similarly, chastity of the tongue means what? Faithful to Krishna. No other unnecessary, frivolous, unchaste behavior. So unchastity begins with the tongue actually. So therefore, one should be chaste and avoid speaking, commenting, thinking, discussing on worthless or frivolous topics. This control is called as vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam, jivha vegam, udarapastha vegam, etan vegan yo vishaheta dhiraha. Dhira means who can control. The control of what? First of all, vacho vegam, control of the tongue, speaking ability. ये तो संवत्सरम पूर्णम नित्यम मौनेन भुंजते. So very interesting point by Chanakya Pandit is by mistake I have typed it as Chaitanya Niti Darpana. It's Chanakya Niti Darpana. Ye tu samvatsaram purnam. If one without talking eats food, that is honors prasadam without talking. How long? Samvatsaram. Just practice this for 1 year. What will happen? Yoga koti sahasram taihi sarva swargaloke mahiyate. In other words, you will achieve the higher planetary position. In other words, you will achieve all perfection. By what? Just don't talk while eating. That's all Chanakya Pandit says. It's not Chanakya Pandit's invention, it is there in Shastras. So one should not talk while eating actually. Very silently one should talk. How? How is it possible silence? Because we are offering the food to a Lord in the heart. That is why we are meditating. Therefore, no talking. Simply honor, meditate how your every morsel we take, we chant Govinda, Govinda. Like that, we are supposed to chant and take every morsel as if we are offering to the Lord in the heart. Is it not? Therefore, one remains very contemplative, which is our next topic. Atma-vimarsanam. To remain very contemplative. What is this Atma-vimarsanam? Atma-vimarsanam dehadi vyatiriktaya atmano anusandhananam. Anusandhanam means what? Research into self. Researching into self means Atma-vimarsanam. We should always research. What is that research into self means? How am I part and parcel of Krishna? I am part and parcel of Krishna. This feeling, if it is there, then there is no question of anxiety. Is it not? Who is my master? The Supreme Lord. Who is that Supreme Lord? Shadaishwarya Purna. He is the most wealthiest. Am I going? Have to search for wealth? No. I am servant of the supremely wealthy person. Lakshmi Pati. The wealth itself is serving the Lord. Uh, uh, so we are serving that Supreme Lord. Therefore, no question of anxiety. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is full in charge, fully in control. Therefore, no question of anxiety. There, first of all, hmm, this question should come. Brahma Jidnyasa. Who am I? Uh, so many people call us, like Sanatan Goswami said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many people say, "You're a Pandit." Huh? Gramya Vyavahara Pandita Kahe. So in Gramya Vyavahara, they call, oh, Pandit, so learned, such a learned person this fellow is, such a great fellow this is, such a businessman, such an intelligent fellow this is. Uh, you are so and so PhD, you are so and so wonderfully uh, beautiful, so on and so forth. We have external understanding of this body. Uh, this body, we all wanted a body. Just like we want to travel, is it not? Whenever sometimes we want to go from one place A to place B, what do we want? We always feel, let me have a car or a vehicle. So I will acquire a vehicle to go from place A to place B. Now that vehicle has to be maintained also, otherwise it will stop working. So you have to maintain the vehicle and go from place A to place B. But if somebody asks, if I start just maintaining the vehicle and not going from place A to place B, what is the use? I keep polishing the vehicle so nicely and simply put all the grease and what is it, oiling and cleaning, everything I will do and just keep it. Keep washing, keep it there. Keep washing and keep it there. No use of, is it not? I'm not using it for its purpose from going place A to place B. Similarly, we all wanted this body to enjoy. So Krishna gave mercifully this body. There are so many cars. Mercedes Benz car, this car, that car. Within that car, there are so many models. That model, this model, this model. And within the model, there are so many features. This feature, that feature. Within these features, there are so many variations of color combinations like this. So, similarly, we all wanted some body. According to our desire, Krishna gave the benediction. Okay, please take this body. For what? Uh, Come back to me. We have to come back. We have to reform ourselves. But if I keep maintaining the body, simply make it very beautiful, very nicely, I polish it, uh, everything I will do. What is the use? First of all, I am supposed to go from place A to place B. What is that? I have to develop Krishna consciousness, get relieved from this cycle of birth and death. Human body is very rare. Therefore, one should always meditate. Who am I? This is called as Simhavalokana Nyaya, I mentioned already, that we should stop by and think. What is my goal of life? Where am I going? Uh, this kind of thinking is called as Atma-vimarsanam. Dehadi Vetirikta. I am not this body. We should always keep thinking about this. We should always understand. I am not this body. If I think I am the car, is it not a joke? I am not car. Car is different. I am sitting in the car. Similarly, I am different from this body. I am sitting in the body. Uh, uh, and I have to use this body. Sadhana Sharira Vidu Sadhana Nidayadi Kottaddu. Purandaradasa sings. Oh Lord, this is sadhana sharira, and by mercifully you have given this to me. Sadhana sharira vidu sanidayadi kottaddu sadharana valla sadhu priyane. Oh, this is not ordinary thing what you have done, Krishna. This is the greatest benediction you have given. Hmm. Sadhu priya, because you are sadhu priya. Therefore, let me use this body for serving you. Atma-vimarsanam, deha vilakshanatma yatha atmya parishilanam. Parishilanam means deciphering. Parishilanam means it's like how do you clean the grain? By sieving it. What is it? Uh, 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 it's called cleaning it, is it not? Go make it through. So how do you clean the mud? By swifting it, is it? So word of English, swift. So sifting, I think sifting is the word. So sift. So we have to uh, every day we have to analyze who am I, what is my purpose of life, where am I going, is this what I am doing is connected sambandha vidaya prayojana or not. This behavior is called as atma-vimarsanam. Atma-vimarsanam atmano deha bhinnatva bhavana. Always understanding that I am not this body. huh? So all our talks should also be like this. Where are you from? Goloka Vrindavana. Or where are you from? Originally I belong to Krishna, right? Where is your house? Goloka Vrindavana. Uh, we should answer like this. By keep on answering like this, we develop the mentality also. Oh yes, temporary. Alliruvudu nammane, illiruvudu summane. This here is staying is very just for temporary purpose. Our real house is where? Vaikuntha. If somebody asks, where is your house? Our house is Vaikuntha. It is just temporary here. Oh, you're asking temporary house. Okay, here we are. But you're asking the permanent house, that is Vaikuntha. We are here only for temporary purpose. Then, so everything should be directed like this. So many nonsense talking will be going on, but if we connect it to Krishna, everything will become very meaningful. There was a saint, one person was explaining that even though casual talking, there's so depth is there in the talking that you can't decipher. It is all connected to Krishna. So therefore, um, how is it possible? Deha bhinnatva bhavaha. Always meditating and understanding that I am not this body, I am part and parcel of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada says, considering whether one is body or the soul, one should be conscious of one's existence as a spirit soul and must not get attached to the bodily conception of life, thinking everything connected to body as me and mine. Avidvad adhikaratvad prayaschitam vimarshanam. So, real prayaschitta, we may do so many things, but what is real prayaschitta or atonement? That atonement is uh, asking who, why, this question. What is this? This kind of question is asking is called as real prayaschitta. Hmm. Unless this question arises in the human mind, why am I suffering? Huh? If a patient does not know why if a patient does not know that he is having a problem, he will not approach the doctor. Hmm? Only when it comes to stage 4 they will understand. So diagnosis is important. How diagnosis can happen? How can diagnosis happen? By Atma-vimarsanam. So we should diagnose. Similarly, we should submit to others, to Vaishnavas, Guru, who can diagnose us, is it not? So they can help us in our Atma-vimarsanam. So we should take feedback. We should correct our path. We should shift our motivations. Every day we should do that. Mm. Dharma, what is it? Uh, Dharma and adharma we should always uh, analyze, is it not? This is called as Atma-vimarsanam. Just like um, Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, they did this, is it not? Uddhared Atmanatmanam Atmanam avasadhet. Only we can do that. Annadyadeh samvibhaga. The next quality is Annamodanadi Adyam Modakadi Tattad Ader Vastra Kancha Dana Kacham Danader Yathartha. So Yathochitam. So not only food. What is the meaning of this? Distributing food equally to all living entities. This is discussion came yesterday in the WhatsApp group. Anna Modanadi Adyam Modakadi. So first of all, we should be able to feed every living entity. How do we feed every living entity? As a grahastha or any human being, other animals um, who can't fight, who have to take shelter somewhere, otherwise they can't live. Uh, they automatically will take shelter of human beings, because human beings can somehow they can help them, protect them, give them food, is it not? So many living entities will take shelter. If you build a house, the birds will take shelter, they will build a nest. Uh, the ants will take shelter, they will put they will take some crevices, the small holes somewhere they will take. They will come to kitchen, take their food. They will scavenge. Mm, The mouse will take shelter. Somehow it will come and take shelter. Wants to eat something. Poor fellow is also hungry. Everybody is hungry. Every living entity is hungry. So if we keep clean, these cockroaches and all will not come. If we are unclean, then they will come. They will find somewhere else to go, right? So we should first of all not kill them, and but keep clean. That's all. No need to kill unnecessarily. Is it not? So clean, keep it clean. They will go away. So we should not use even the broom that is used. That is not to kill. That is just brush them away. Is it not? So, but if we use the vacuum cleaner, it will suck and kill. So ahimsa is to be followed. Unnecessary killing is should be avoided. Even a mosquito, if we put this thing to our windows, if we put dhoop, uh, smoke, there is a special tree of leaves, nirgundi. It's called nirgundi. It's called. Um, Especially for mosquitoes. Even if you burn the coconut shell, the mosquitoes will go away. So some smoke can be put. Mosquitoes will not come. Insects, flies will not come. Keeping clean will make them. So what is modern civilization? Kill germs, kill insects, kill pests, kill that. So killing is not the way. Keeping clean is the way. Positively, we should look at and work in such a way that we will not unnecessarily kill and become the cause of suffering. So therefore, see, is very, very dangerous because see, even a small mistake that Manduka Muni did, all that story. Manduka Muni in childhood, he pricked and pierced the rectum of a ant. He used to prick as a childhood, in a childhood play, just to see what happened with a sharp pointed grass. He pricked a few ants, and he and after he grew up as a Manduka Muni, then he was suddenly caught by from these Raja Bhattas, and they pricked him. They have punished him with pricking. So, so childhood was is up to 14 years, no sin. But after that, this is very, very dangerous. We should be very careful. Unnecessary killing and all that, we should not unnecessarily do it. So, ultimately, what is to be done? Annadyadeh samvibhaga. We should see them as that they are also living entities. Everybody is having needs. We should not. We should be able to provide them. They will automatically come and take their share. We should not stop unnecessarily, or we should create in such a way that their food will be given them for them somewhere. We give it some, like Prabhupada's father used to do in the cloth shop. The mouse used to come. They will destroy all the cloths, right? We better to kill them. No, they will what? They will come and take something. Is it not? So just give them some food outside or somewhere. They will come and eat it only, and they go away. They don't create much problems. The information that this fellow is very dangerous will go on passing from generations in their, even in animals. So one should be mm, seeing them, that mercifully, that they also need food. So first of all, they should be distributing generously, especially the grahastha. Anna modanadi adyam modakadi tattad. So first of all, food, and then other things can be distributed. What is that? Clothing or a pada. Pada means a footwear. Everybody needs a footwear, and they keep going. Especially nowadays, the footwear doesn't last for long. So Brahmanaya pada prakshalana asanadi purvakeva taditi. So first of all, they should mm, you should be able to donate. First, importantly, when you invite somebody, you should give them pada prakshalana, water to clean their foot, and very nicely give them a seat to sit. Then you serve them, mm, and after that you serve others. mm. All the first of all, the children, the brahmanas, they should be served, uh, and then serve all other guests. Even chandala there durataha, even the chandalas who come, they should also be served some kind of food. Durataha means they should be given their own place, and they should be uh, fed. Not, there is no discrimination in feeding. आदिपदेन वस्त्रादिग्रहणं तदादिर्भूतेभ्यः यथोचितं संविभागः. Distribute food and other things like cloths. So one should be able to not hold on. So Krishna Prasadam is a mercy. Everybody can benefit from it. So this is Prabhupada said that nobody should go hungry within the few radius miles of the temple. So they're all invited to temple. Hmm? They're all invited to temple and take prasadam, right? So what about if we go and give honor the prasadam? If we go and give prasadam also, we should tell them that this is Krishna prasadam. Please chant Hare Krishna mantra and please honor prasadam. Then no problem. If we say this is hunger, what is that? Mitigating hunger and this and that, it is cheating. Better tell this is Krishna prasadam. Please honor Krishna prasadam. Please take this Krishna prasadam. Chant Hare Krishna and take. That's all. Then their beginning journey started. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi. So it will relieve all. Prasada means everything is Krishna prasada. Huh? Everything in this Krishna consciousness is Krishna prasada. And food is also Krishna prasada. Is it not? The Teshu Bhuteshu Pashvadishvapi Atmet Devatita Buddhi. The next important quality is Atma-devata Buddhi. What is Atma-devata Buddhi? Seeing every soul as part of the Supreme Lord. Not only us. Atma-vimarsanam means we are analyzing ourselves as part and parcel, seeing every living entity as part and parcel of Krishna is called as Atma-devata buddhi, especially human form of life. So one should create benefit for all human form of life. Those who are in human form of life means we should respect them. Why? They have come to this position of human form of life is the rarest thing. What should we do then? We should have share this information that Krishna take to Krishna consciousness, or take to God consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? God consciousness, same thing. God is Krishna. So the ultimate supreme personality of Godhead, please take shelter. And what do we do? Perfect your life. Don't waste your life in this materialistic lifestyle. Time is very short. Be happy. Uh, So teshu bhuteshu pashvadishvapi atmeti devata cha buddhi. Not only other living entities, but also especially human beings. आत्मनः स्वस्य देवता दैवतं परमात्मा तद्बुद्धिः ब्रह्मात्मकत्वद्बुद्धिरिति वा स्व आत्मतुल्यता बुद्धिः. So how do we treat ourselves? Atma sarvabhuteshu. We treat ourselves very nicely, isn't it? So same way we should treat others. This is very external understanding, but internal understanding, more proper understanding is how we treat ourselves as part and parcel of Krishna. Similarly, other living entities, other human beings are also part and parcel of Krishna. They should be respected. They should be respected means what? They should be given opportunity for engaging in Navavida Bhakti. That is real respect, is it not? So, Devata Buddhischeti va Ishta Devata Buddhi Bhutana Madhenushu Manusyeshu chu Sutaram iti Atma Devata Buddhi Rityarthaha. So, every soul, in everybody, Paramatma is residing. So we should never hurt. We should always recognize and always pay obeisances to the Paramatma. That is the meaning of Namaskaraha. So that is a meaning of Dandavat Pranam, is it not? So we are offering respects to the Paramatma. Sakala Loke Bhagavat Sambandha Buddhihi. Everything is connected to Krishna. Every living entity is connected to Krishna. This is called as Atma-devata buddhi. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. Is it not? Matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. So this consciousness that these are all are connected to Krishna, especially Matru, Pitru, for the mother, father, Acharya, the teacher, Atithi. Atithi means uninvited guest. Vaishnava is free to go anywhere. No need to invite a Vaishnava. If a Vaishnava comes free, they're free. No need to invite them. So Atithi, they're representing the Lord. Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava. And they have given us the body, father and mother. Therefore, if we are devotees, they will be benefited. If they are devotees and they have given birth to us, that is, therefore, they are our uh, worshipable. They are worshipable.
Hare
Right?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
A quick question on this one. So you mentioned Dhanavad Pranam means that we are offering respects onto the devotees, keeping in the mind that all are part and parcel of the Lord, and then each of us have super soul. So,
Yeah.
Is that is my understanding correct, Prabhu? That's what you
Yes.
mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
So this is Atma-devata buddhi. So here we are at the lotus feet of the Lord. So that we develop all the 30 qualities, is it not? And understand that these will be pleasing to Krishna, is it not? And then automatically that will be pleasing to all of us. So therefore, we should again and again talk about these 30 qualities. Again and again discuss about these important qualities, think about them, and try to humbly develop, associate with such persons who have developed this. We can see, we have discussed the definitions of these things we have discussed. So we should associate with such persons. We should associate all the time with Krishna through Navavida Bhakti. That is what will give us ultimately all other qualities automatically. uh, so our focus is only not to develop these 30 qualities. Okay, let me develop satyam, let me be grateful, let me be humble. No, our focus is Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasam Sakhyam Atma-devata. Am I doing it properly? Check these 21 qualities. Then I will understand I'm doing it properly or not. That means my motivation, my intentions, my feelings in the heart, the behavior, the whole thing is ready so that we can build a wonderful structure for the Supreme Lord to come. And how? And Krishna is always ready to come. He's more than eager to come to inside our heart and reside. Only thing we have to invite him, Shravanam Kirtanam, and then we have to seat him. How do we seat him inside the heart? This is the anticlimax. Uh, what is that anticlimax? Seat them, seat Krishna in the heart of the throne, which is made up of sthai bhava. Sthai bhava means what? That which is predominantly, uh, I have developed love for Krishna in a predominant fashion, in a predominant uh, rasa, attitude. Hmm? That which is my uh, constant love that has developed in my heart for Krishna is known as sthai bhava. Hmm? That constant love one should come to. Rati, it is called as continuously doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Navavida Bhakti, acquiring these qualities, constantly continuing to acquire these qualities further and further, it will give rise to love for Krishna in the heart. That is called as um, boiling that love, means increasing that love again and again. That will give rise to sthai bhava, a predominant relationship, love for Krishna. That is a throne we should invite Krishna to come and sit. Is it not? So that is a task of every human being to perfect their life. Before we end and start the questions, few other advertisements I want to do with your permission. Is that okay? What is that advertisement? What is our activity? What I am engaged in? I will explain in few minutes. Please mm, do not leave, and then we'll ask and give time for question answers. This is one of the thing I'm involved in, Varnashrama College. This is especially at this moment present. Now it is Varnashrama College for men only. So all devotees, male devotees can take benefit of this. These are the courses. This is a small one, I think only $5 registration fee to register in this online Varnashrama College. And we are giving various courses. I am also giving certain courses like Chatushashtikala, 64 arts. I just completed one batch of 64 arts course. I also scheduled one different course on ancient techniques of rain prediction. Marana Nimittas, I have made it open for, of course, this is for male members. For open for all, I will do it later. Samskaras I have opened. So other courses are there. Please check out. And if you want to give a course, please do register as a faculty, and you can also start giving certain courses. Okay, we have this Center for Traditional Education organization, cteindia.org. All our program is through that. In the sense, we are organizing as part of that. So please go through the website, Center for Traditional Education. Our aim is to work on traditional educational concepts and propagate it. Researching, so that Varnashrama college, the Gurukula, the Gurukula and homeschooling, all these things can be organized and nicely conducted. Okay, so kindly go through. We have various products also within this. We have developed, as part of my research on Krishna Krida, we developed also various products related to, so that children can play in Krishna consciousness. Similarly, we have come up with one, advai.com, um, where all our further varieties of products are there. Advai.com. All other varieties of products we have uploaded there as a separate entity, so that so you can see this. You can visit this also, and go through various products that are being displayed, especially the toys and other things. Next is, we have come up with a mridanga. We saw that cows are being killed for making mridangas. That is very deplorable state of affair. So very disheartening. So for cow protection, we came up with a mridanga, which sounds like a approximate, very much mimics the sound of a clay mridanga. So there is no leather in this. In other words, we aim to save 10,000 cows a year, 10,000 cows. So out of which 5,000 are calves actually. Annually, at least 10,000 mridangas are required within ISKCON itself as an organization. Forget about Orissa, Gaudiya, and so many other sampradayas. Within ISKCON, we are having a demand of 10,000 mridangas. That means 5,000 cows and 5,000 calves, because calf leather is used for the left side of the mridanga, which is very ghastly. Therefore, we were very seriously trying to come out with some solution. By Krishna's mercy, we have come out with, and sounds mimics the sound of a clay mridanga. Many experts have appreciated it. Called as Madhura Mridanga. We have named it as Madhura Mridanga. You can visit this madhuramridanga.com or Facebook page also on that. We have one more called Vishnudutas, the project Vishnudutas. The aim of this project is everybody who is leaving the body should be able to get association of devotees and chant Hare Krishna or listen to Bhagavatam, and even one verse of Bhagavatam at the end of life is enough for him to perfect his life. Even once chanting Hare Krishna is enough, like Ajamila. So therefore, association of Vaishnavas at the end of life, so which we are calling it as end of life care, is very important. So please visit this vishnudutas.com. We have a Vishnudutas network all over India and slowly expanding all over the world. You can become part of this Vishnudutas. Ultimately, as a volunteer, you don't have to pay any money, anything. If you can give some time whenever it is convenient to you, when there is an emergency near your place, you can go and sit and chant. There will be schedules. Sometimes the other devotees may take part. Of course, Corona is a different thing, but at least online also it can be done. Ultimately, we want no soul to leave this body, their bodies, without chanting or association of devotees. But we should reach through various platforms, especially to devotees, we should be able to help. Okay, some problem with the loading. You can visit vishnudutas.com. Okay, thank you very much for listening patiently, being part of this whole program enthusiastically, and helping me for my own purification. Thank you very much. I am very much indebted to you. Any questions, discussions, please
Hare
let
Krishna
me know.
Prabhu. This is Aniruddha Das. I have a question regarding prasadam distribution. So sometimes, some cases, I mean, we cannot directly tell it's prasadam. Like, I have faced similar situation when distributing prasadams to Mohammedans. So they have a belief that if it is something offered to an idol, they are not going to take it. So yes, so in that cases, actually, we didn't tell them. We told that this is something we cooked. We didn't lie also, we said this is something we cooked. And, and we have seen they, they like it actually. After they take the prasadam, they really appreciate, they like it to have, So I was wondering, in such situations, is it necessary to discuss that it is prasadam for them to get the benefit, or they will not
Very
get
good
any
point.
benefit, or is it a cheating?
Got your point. So see, for just like animals, right? Even though we tell it is Krishna Prasadam and all, but at least they can listen the Hare Krishna mantra. Animals, at least they can listen. Now, in the situation of Mohammedans or anybody who is averse to and against taking anything because they feel that is against idol their tenets. So even at least, are you going with the tilak? Is it not? If you're going with tilak, distributing, they know this fellow is a Hindu, or this fellow is a Hare Krishna fellow. If they know also, that's enough. No need to tell them. If they see you with a tilak, if they see you in the dhoti kurta, if they see you like that, that is also enough. That
But
seeing
sometimes,
also.
at home, like we distribute to neighbors sometimes, and sometimes we are not dressed like that. And sometimes I have seen, I was in a kind of apartment where they were all bachelors studying, and they just come, at your place for, just to see you. And then whatever you cook, they ask, hey, what we are cooking, and they, if I give them something, they like to have it. So in that case, sometimes, it's not that formal. But I know you're saying if formally going for some prasadam distribution, then be in proper attire. Is that what you're meaning?
See, attire means what is always attire is Vaishnava attire is dhoti kurta. Is it not? So all the time we should be in dhoti kurta. What is other attire? So anyway, uh, if we are wearing tilak or kantimala, that is also enough for them to appreciate that. Oh, this is somebody who is giving. At least,
Okay.
see, somewhere we should connect them to Krishna. That is what is important.
Okay.
Ultimately, they should appreciate Krishna. Oh, this Krishna and Krishna people are very good. If they appreciate this much, is also enough. That appreciation will bring them this life or next life or some time. So first of all, we should give them opportunity to appreciate Krishna and his devotees. That
Got
is
it,
worry.
Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah. Some chat messages are there. Thank you for this class. Thank you, Devlina Mataji. Very happy that you attended. Pitambar Prabhu, thank you so much. We missed you yesterday, I think, for 2 days. Swati Mataji, thank you very much for blissful session. Thank you, Mataji.
And Prabhu, if possible, we need one more session for Nimittagyan. If you choose any other topic in Nimittagyan, if you can give, another seminar, that would be really nice. We really enjoyed the Marana Nimitta seminar.
Yeah, sure. You can put me a message, then it will remind me. We can plan something. No problem.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Sure.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavats. Prabhu, so I think I sent a couple of questions, but we thought to discuss here, right? So shall I go ahead and
yes.
ask them, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
I think for some of them, we may already have gotten answers, but I think it's worthwhile to discuss again. So the first question, Prabhu, I had was, how do we know we acquired 9 qualities? I think you mentioned when we acquire all other 21 qualities. That's the test for it, right?
Correct.
And then my follow-up question was, how do we know we acquired those 21 qualities? Then in the today's session, I believe you mentioned when we are able to do those 9 qualities. I mean, acquire those 9 qualities. So it's like a circle for both of them, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then my third question is that what's the qualification to invite the Lord into our heart? Is it a natural, gradual process? Um, so what's the qualification to invite the Lord into our heart?
No qualification, just a sincere feeling that I want to reform my life. I want to, uh, you know, mm, who am I? What is my purpose of life? I want to reform my life. Why am I suffering? So, I want some shelter. Is it not? So, unless I take shelter, I will not understand nor be happy. It's like fish out of the water. So, the qualification is understand our position, that we are suffering, uh, and we are troubled by these adhyatmika, bhautika, devik kleshas. The real shelter is the Supreme Lord. So, first of all, I should have the sincere and feeling that I want to be reformed. I want to be happy. That feeling is enough. Nothing much.
Thank you, Prabhu. The follow-up question was, when does Lord can accept the invitation? Our invitation is with these 9 qualities. I think yesterday you mentioned that. So when does Lord accept that invitation? In other words, what stage of the 8 stages that we have from Adho Shraddha to Prema, right? I think today,
when Sthai Bhava is ready, when the throne is ready, the Lord will come.
Yeah. And then the follow-up question is, how do we invite the Lord into our heart? I think it's repeating. How do we invite the Lord into our heart is by via
acquiring
Annadyadeh, 9 qualities. Okay. And then another one is, which form of the Lord come into our heart when he is entering? Then
our Ishtadevata, no problem, whom we want to invite.
Okay. I think the throne, I think you already discussed about it. So how do we serve him once he is seated in our heart? That was the last question I had in this set.
Yeah, just like Prabhupada mentions that we meditate, that we are offering, we are doing service to him. That meditation itself is service.
I think that's the last question, Prabhu. Thank you so much. I really felt like, it's a really great seminar, Prabhu. I would have not known these concepts if I would have not come across this seminar. I think it's very, I don't know. As you mentioned, I think when you started the seminar, people say, oh, you have to be compassionate, this and that, you need to develop. Although I often bullied by these things. So then I think you really you really put some hope in my life, like, by discussing this in from different realm of building the temple, Navavida Bhakti. I didn't know. I heard so many times Navavida Bhakti so many times, but the real essence of it, how do we really do that, is like through your seminar. So I'm really grateful for that, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So we are all grateful that such discussions happen, and definitely Krishna will be pleased by these discussions. So that is pleasing to all Vaishnavas. That is our progress. Thank you very much. Okay. Any further discussions anybody has? Is it necessary, Manohar Govind Prabhu is asking, is it necessary to cultivate all qualities of Navavidha? Very good point. So actually it's a progression. First two important Shravanam Kirtanam and other things will gradually evolve. We will feel like doing it, but we should also start doing it. Like Smaranam will automatically start coming, and Archanam is automatically we would like to worship the Lord. Mm. And Archanam not only like to, we should engage in worship of the Lord. That is very, very important. Everybody should be having some deity form in the law, in the deity form or a photo at least, and we should be able to honestly serve the Lord. And that is dasyam. That is, I am feeling as a servant. So whole life, whole society should be arranged in such a way that the center of the whole society is the temple. Uh, so everywhere we see in villages also there is some Lord Ram temple, Lord Vishnu temple or something. Whole life should be such a way that it revolves around the temple. You grow something, you bring it to the temple. You do something. So everything should revolve around the deity. So then Krishna becomes the lord of the house. So similarly, Archanam is important. Archanam, Vandanam. We have this body, just we have to pay obeisances. It's not a big quality. The quality of paying obeisances, that's all. Uh, we have some items, money, so bring something and serve the Lord. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. We have mentality to serve somebody. Why not serve, become the servant of the Lord? Sakhyam, we have mentality to become friend of somebody. Why not become friend of Krishna? Atma-nivedanam, we want to give ourselves to somebody. Submit ourselves to somebody. Why not submit ourselves to Krishna? Whatever we have, we are utilizing. 2 ears, one nose, one tongue. Mm, is it not? One mind, uh, two hands, uh, one leg or two legs, and this body, the feeling of being friend and servant and uh, giving up ourselves to others, in a sense we want to submit ourselves to others. All these things we can use in service of Krishna. Very easy. I don't need too many things. We often hear that even one quality, yeah, even one quality is enough. Yeah, I mean, even one is enough in the sense that is predominant. Uh, that becomes the sthai bhava actually. Predominantly, we're inclined to do one thing in service of Krishna, in relationship with Krishna. That is sthai bhava. That was the second stage. First of all, as much as possible, whatever we have, we should be able to do. Engage in Krishna consciousness. Right? We have this body. Why engaging only ears and not the tongue is not possible, is not enough. Automatically, we will do. But we should know we should do also. We have money, we have two hands, we have two legs, we have this body, we have this mind. Everything can be engaged. Right?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. This is Pitambar Das.
Yes, Prabhuji.
First of all, thank you so much for all the lively sessions, Prabhu. I missed a couple of them last two, but it was very impressive, and I express my full gratitude, Prabhu, to you for the
Thank you.
wholehearted services you have given. So, Prabhu, I've got a quick small question. Is it okay for me to ask
Yes.
you?
Yes,
Prabhu,
Prabhu, please.
if presume that, say, we are trying to preach to a group of neophytes. Neophyte devotees. By neophytes, I mean some of them are eating non-veg, onion, garlic, all the lavish way of life, and they are just trying to give us some ears. What could be the very first message which we can give them? Because this could be very hard-hearted, still, in words of Prabhupada, still-hearted people. So what could be the first message you would suggest for us to pass it on to them when we start trying to preach to them, Prabhu?
Yeah. it is various ways have to be employed in attracting the souls which are who are away from understanding. Is it not so? The many ways the acharyas devised, like diorama presentation, like love feast, Harinam Sankirtan, uh, and all the 64 arts can be engaged. So what happens is the souls get attracted. Actually, Krishna is all attractive. We don't have to do much hard work actually. Automatically is attractive, and the nature of the soul is also automatically attracted to Krishna. Krishna is the one who will automatically attract. So our task is just very minute actually. Just somehow or the other attract the attention. That's all. If they can appreciate the devotees, that is the first step. First step is they should be able to appreciate devotees. How is that appreciation means what? Not artificially enacting that we are very good and that and just with tilak kantimala give some nice, but we should be able to see to it that first of all they become uh, render their ears to us. How is it? Oh, various ways of entering their heart. Harinam Sankirtan is one. Even though they may not have any Shraddha, their ears are open, so they will listen. They will see, oh, these people are nicely singing and dancing such a blissful kirtan. That is enough. That appreciation is enough. Or if they may appreciate the books by reading, or they may appreciate by if listening to some talk, they may appreciate the prasadam. Many people they say, we didn't know what they were speaking, they were congregating at, but for prasadam I used to go. So that is another attraction. So we should somehow or the other attract the attention of the people, uh, so that they understand, they come to the understanding that we are not this body, we are suffering here. Our ultimate goal of life is Krishna. Krishna is all attractive, he will do the rest. So paintings, the books, the diorama presentations, the Harinam Sankirtan, the Krishna Prasadam, if not we distribute, they may not come. Okay, go in the restaurant. You are habituated to go and purchase and eat, no problem, come here. Govinda restaurant is there. So this way, acharyas devised various means, not very whimsically, but all aimed at attracting the attention of uh, the what do you call the souls, right? So we can just follow some all these acharyas methods, and of course, we can utilize our intelligence and creatively engage them, attract them through 64 arts. So somehow or the other, yeah, stuff many times, but somehow or the other.
So that's a very good advice, Prabhu. First thing is to attract their attention, and then something they see, something blissful going on. They're dancing, jumping. The faces are full of joy. Probably that could be the, and that is why maybe Nagar Sankirtana, or on the street Kirtana, and that can help, Prabhu.
Yeah, I mean, just the kirtan, the sound of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is enough for them. The devotees need not show that they're artificially very happy. Sometimes what happens, the ladies are put forward to dance very colorfully.
Yeah, I
No
saw
need
that.
of any special effects actually. Just very simple as it is. Just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and nicely do kirtan. That's enough. Yeah, some special effects. What will happen? Sometimes it becomes very artificial and not required.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Simple
Second,
and
second thing I was thinking, Prabhu, is of the nine qualities. I was thinking maybe Sravanam could be the very foundational, because Kirtanam is after you realize, that, okay, something is going on, and then you put your leg forward. That is Kirtanam. But Sravanam, should we not emphasize and start with Sravanam, that at least that's the foundational thing, that something goes into their ears, and that's, whatever we hear, we have got the tendency to chew upon, to to again recollect and to reflect back upon that. Okay, Prabhu was saying this. Does it make sense, or should I go back to Prabhu to ask something? So, am I right in saying that Prabhu Sravanam is the most foundational aspect of for the beginners?
True, no doubt. That's why it is the first one, Shravanam. Because that's why it is said, through ears only we can wake somebody up who is sleeping. So just like that, through ears only we can enter the heart. We means Krishna enters the heart through ears. So it's true, and it happens simultaneously, more or less, right? So Kirtanam means we hear and naturally like to repeat it. So it's something very melodious also, that is enough. Even if they think it is very melodious and they try to repeat, that is also enough. So these are the beginning things, stages. Gradually they will come to the right understanding automatically. Krishna will do that work from inside. But we can give them opportunity to hear about Krishna, to at least somehow or the other the words should enter their ears, the Krishna Katha. So whatever favorable, whatever means that can be adopted, can be adopted. So we can always not say how this person came to Krishna consciousness, very mysterious thing, because somehow or the other, it's called Nitya Sukriti. Nitya Sukriti means unless one is having Sukriti, they will not come. Unless their tesham antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam, unless their sinful activities are vanquished, they will not come to Krishna consciousness, even though just like Duryodhana. So, antagata papam, papa should be vanquished. How is it possible? Again, it's a mysterious thing. It's Nitya Sukriti. First of all, their Nitya Sukriti is required. What is Nitya Sukriti? Association of devotees. They should go with Kantimala, Tilak, and Dhoti Kurta, not simply showing off, but they should, that is a natural dress, Vaikuntha dress. So Vaikuntha way, we should be able to, even if they see the Tilak, Gopi Chandana Tilak, and see, oh, what is this Tilak? Very mysterious fellow. Very beautiful they look. That appreciation is also enough. In their next life, they will come to become a devotee. So that is called as Nitya Sukriti. They somehow or the other they have come in association of Vaishnava in this life or next previous life. That is the reason for somebody becoming a devotee. So that Nitya Sukriti is important. So therefore, everything is important. Krishna consciousness, the prasad, the dress, the behavior, the activities, the festivals,
That's right, Prabhu. Thank you so
feasts,
much,
and
Prabhu.
so many things. All we want everybody to be in a proper position. Right. Thank you, Prabhu.
That's wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. One chat message is there. Krishna's iPhone. Hare Krishna, you took us to show what is real meaning of Navida Bhakti with proper way of application. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Prabhu. My obeisances to you also. Leela Govind Prabhu, Prabhuji, yes, thank you for your wonderful sessions. We had wonderful 7-day sessions. Please share a way to give some donation. Looking for some more courses in the future. Thank you. You can put this. Okay, I will share. Maybe in the WhatsApp group, or should I put it? I will put it personally to you. No problem. I will share. If you want to any, that's okay. No problem. Okay. So I hope this association was important, interesting, useful. The WhatsApp group can continue for some more time, and then maybe no questions, and slowly we can close the WhatsApp group. No problem. You can visit varnashramacollege.com for further courses, or my Facebook page, or through WhatsApp groups, you will get somehow or the other some information of any further programs, right? So we can stop here, maybe, is it? No further discussions. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki
Adiki Jai.
Vancha kalpatarubhascha
Yasya Kripa Sindhubhyo Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.
Om
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
Adiki Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.